This is Akashvani. In the program Spotlight, now we bring a discussion on Prime Minister's Mann Ki Baat. The participants are Shekhar Iyer, political analyst, and S. Rangabhashyam, anchor.
In today's 106th episode of the popular Akashvani program Mann Ki Baat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a mention of a number of topics which are close to his heart and which he has been in the previous episodes also sharing with the listeners across India and across the world. Some of the things which are very close to his heart probably are campaign for vocal for local products and Atmanirbhar Bharat. He spoke about that. He spoke about how, sales of Khadi products have skyrocketed. He also made a mention of Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, and apart from that, the achievements of Indian sportspersons in the Para-Asian Games and a number of other things. Also, the Amrit Kalash Yatra, which will be culminating on the 31st of this month in the national capital, and much more. We'll talk about each of these issues in detail with our expert Shekhar Iyer. Shekharji, a warm welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Rangaji.
Let's begin with the Amrit Kalash Yatra. The entire country has been hearing about this particular program. Indeed, it brings about a emotional connect with people across the length and breadth of the country. And to have a Amrit Vatika in the capital of the country, that really matters and is kind of unprecedented. No one has ever thought about this, to bring the soil from every nook and corner of the country and to have a Vatika here, a garden here in the capital.
Indeed, Rangaji, this was a very, very unique project which was conceived by our Prime Minister to mark the 75 years of our independence. And it is unique because, to have in Delhi, as you mentioned, in a central location, to have soil brought from different parts of the country and then to have it placed in a beautiful garden is a reminder that how this land that we call, Bharat Mata, this land has its own symbolism and it has inspired thousands of people before, and in the coming years, when we celebrate 100 years of independence, it would have inspired many more. Therefore, the Prime Minister had urged, that people should collect soil from every corner, and these should be sent in by way of an Amrit Kalash Yatra, which would all converge in Delhi. And this is going to happen on 31st October. In fact, Prime Minister considers this as one of the longest running festivals in the world. So, in this period, this next 25 years, as Prime Minister said, is a very, very special period where we are going to see India make its presence felt all over the world by achieving different things in different sectors. So this Amrit Utsav itself has, been given a new identity. And this is a very good example also because this whole campaign, the special program that has been undertaken, where in different parts people have collected and they are all reaching by way of special trains, by special transport. So and finally, when it is brought here, you can imagine the kind of euphoria that is going to see. So whether it is honoring our freedom fighters or Har Ghar Tiranga, and now this Amrit Kalash Mahotsav, this is going to see some very good beginning and a very good spectacle which will be inspiration for generations to come.
Shekharji, you made a mention of the Amrit Kalash Yatra, culminating on the 31st of October, that is this month. And the 31st of October also happens to be the birth anniversary of the Iron Man of India, as we call him, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The Prime Minister also remembered him and his contribution in independent India of uniting more than 500 princely states. So we can expect a big celebration on 31st of this month.
Indeed, we already have the grand Statue of Unity in Kevadia in Gujarat of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So we have been remembering Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. You mentioned he is the Iron Man of India because he accomplished one of the most difficult tasks, integrating more than 580 princely states in this country. Whether it was Hyderabad, whether it was Junagadh or other places where partition had left a very peculiar situation. Of course, a majority of the princely states had no issue in merging their kingdoms with India, but there were some who felt that perhaps they could be independent or seek a linkage with Pakistan or something like that. So all those things, Sardar Patel visioned ahead of everybody as to the problems that one would encounter if this integration was not done. That is why he is remembered today as an Iron Man, because he had the will to accomplish this task. And along with Pandit Nehru. Pandit Nehru was the Prime Minister and he was the Home Minister, Sardar Patel. So the task was left to Sardar Patel to handle everything other than Jammu and Kashmir. And we saw there was not a single problem left, and the great thing was achieved without much violence or without much bloodshed.
Shekharji, the Prime Minister also kind of made a mention of a new organization, Mera, Yuva, Bharat, that the foundations are being laid. And obviously it is focused on the youth of the country and would play an active role in various aspects of nation building. But what all do you think will the program comprise of, Mera, Yuva, Bharat?
Well, this is going to involve young boys and girls, college students, everybody, to undertake projects which are unique, which will leave behind some assets. So this is specially for young people. So on 31st October, we are going to see a new organization being launched called Mera Yuva Bharat, that is My Bharat. And this organization will provide an opportunity to the youth of India to undertake various nation building activities. And this is a very unique effort. So Prime Minister wanted our young people to register themselves by going to the website, so that once they register and they can sign up, there is a choice of programs they can opt for. And this is going to be a very unique way where young people from different parts of the country, they can take up some project, get involved in a project that will give them an opportunity to utilize their energy, their ideas and their commitment towards this country.
And the Prime Minister also paid tributes to former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, whose death anniversary falls on the 31st of October. You would have observed, Shekharji, that the Prime Minister never shies away from, giving due credit or paying tribute to any person, irrespective of the political ideology.
Definitely. You see, in fact, in his first Red Fort address in 2014 itself, Prime Minister acknowledged that several leaders before to him who were Prime Ministers had contributed to this country, and that he was not one who disregarded their contribution. Every government, he said, had made something or the other for the welfare of this country. Of course, there are problems. Some problems could not have been solved. Some problems lingered on. And some of the problems he had to take up as a Prime Minister. But overall, the Prime Minister's approach is acknowledging every single leader, political leader who has contributed despite several odds and challenges. So that is why he mentioned Indira Gandhi, and though they might be from belonging to different political streams, but when it comes to contribution for this country, when it comes to building this country, Prime Minister has never hesitated to acknowledge their services.
And Shekharji, let's also talk about another topic which is very close to the Prime Minister's heart, that is vocal for local. And obviously it has a tremendous impact on the Atmanirbhar Bharat program. And he spoke at length about the Khadi, about how record sales were witnessed in Khadi. But the focus on Khadi has been there from day one, since 2014. And I clearly remember 2nd October 2014, he launched this campaign and he requested countrymen to buy from Khadi. So that has come a long way, and we have seen the sales skyrocket.
Indeed, Rangaji, you mentioned 2014. In fact, it was right from that time only Prime Minister wanted us to encourage use and adoption of Khadi products. And definitely that has seen a tremendous growth in the Khadi industry. And more people have been flocking to Khadi centers, particularly during this Gandhi Jayanti, because there is an entire fortnight when discounts are offered to promote these products. That's why Prime Minister mentioned about one of the biggest shops that the Khadi Commission has, Khadi India in Connaught Place, where on a single day they did a sale of more than 1.5 crores. And Prime Minister was feeling very proud to state that there was a time the Khadi Commission sales with various state units and all together did not cross 30,000, but today it is 1,25,000 crores. So one can see the kind of boost, and also because we have seen a lot of innovation in the Khadi products. Today, if you go to the Khadi store, you find cloths. You not only get pure cotton, handmade cotton, you also get blended cotton. Cotton blended with silk, with wool, so many things, so many products. And along with that, there is an effort by the Khadi Industries Commission to see that, they encourage collection of honey, collection of other forest produce, other things made by tribals, handicraft, artwork, so many other things that are being now sold through the Khadi outlets. And all this has led to, whether they are weavers or handicraft artisans or farmers, cottage industry, Ayurvedic products, whatever. All this has resulted in a boost for them. And once you start using Khadi product, these Khadi products are very, very suitable for our weather, Rangaji. Given our weather condition, Khadi seems to be so natural to us when it comes to they help for our skin. Apart from that, when you promote these products, those who are engaged in this Khadi industry, they feel that their services are being recognized and they get encouraged to do more, to produce more. That is very important. And Prime Minister chose this Mann Ki Baat to talk about it because Deepavali is a very big festival. This is an occasion where people buy a lot of products to celebrate the festival and also to gift. So the Prime Minister says this is a good occasion because our priority should be vocal for local, and this is the time to do it. The Atmanirbhar campaign started soon after the COVID period, and that has seen several flagship programs being launched by this government to help industry overcome that period. And that has been possible because there has been systematic effort by the government to encourage local product, local manufacturing. That's why he says, look, when you are thinking of vocal for local, just buying, Diwali diyas from the roadside vendors is itself a big contribution. There is much more to what is now local, because there are a lot of products which are made in India, which bear the stamp of Make in India. So it is good occasion for us, an opportunity for us to encourage Made in India products, because as Prime Minister insisted, an effort has been going on to see that these products are zero defect products. So it is important that we encourage them. And the fact is today India is one of the biggest manufacturing hubs. Many brands are coming here. Many products are being produced here. You often hear headlines where even a sophisticated mobile phones, they are being made in India with the involvement of local industries. So what we can do is we can encourage these products. And then when we buy products, we can also motivate other people to encourage local products. It used to be said of people of Japan, they always encourage products that are made in their own country. I mean, that is how Japan grew to be a country what it is today. Similarly, this is an opportunity for us. There are good examples of how we can encourage them. And definitely every rupee you spend on Khadi product goes to help the welfare of artisans, our people who are making these products.
Shekharji, let's also talk about the Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, which the Prime Minister mentioned in today's Mann Ki Baat program. And he paid his tributes to Bhagwan Birsa Munda. And also he spoke about other tribal leaders, the unsung leaders actually, who have contributed to this nation and also to our independence struggle, but somehow have been, kind of unsung all these decades.
Definitely, Rangaji, it has been priority of our Prime Minister that whenever he has visited different states, he has made it a point to find out about the contribution of people from that state, particularly people who participated in freedom struggle or even earlier, who made big sacrifices. And the government has been trying to identify these people to see that they are properly rehabilitated in terms of appreciation of their contribution. Because invariably there was a neglect in this regard. That is why you find today we are talking of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. We are talking of several leaders who belong to the tribal community. Some of the names may be very new names for us, but the fact remains that they dedicated their life for many things, including the freedom struggle and conservation of nature in particular. So it is important that we acknowledge the services of these Adivasi people. And that's why Prime Minister mentioned 30th October is the death anniversary of Govind Guruji, who worked among the tribals for the welfare of tribals in Gujarat and Rajasthan. And then he also mentioned about leaders like Tilka Maji, then leaders like Sidhav Kanu, then Tantiya Bhil, Shahid Veer Narayan Singh. These are people who came from very difficult circumstances, be it Veer Ramji Gond or Veer Bundadur, Bhima Nayak, but their work, their courage is a matter of inspiration. And Prime Minister said that we still remember the spirit that Alluri Sitaram Raju installed in the tribal brothers. And there were other freedom fighters like Kiang Nobang, Rani Gaindanilu, the Northeast. Also brave hearts like Raj Mohini Devi, Rani Kamlapati. In fact, Bhopal railway station is named after Rani Kamlapati. And of course, this year we are celebrating the 500th birth anniversary of Rani Durgavati, who also inspired the tribal community. So it is very important that our generation and the coming generation remember these great tribal personalities of different regions, and we derive inspiration from them.
Shekharji, it's been a pleasure discussing today's Mann Ki Baat program with you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You were listening to a discussion on Prime Minister's Mann Ki Baat. The participants were Shekhar Iyer, political analyst, and S. Rangabhashyam, anchor. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of Akashvani. You can listen to it on our mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You may share your feedback about this program through email at airnsdtalks@gmail.com or WhatsApp on 9289094044.